Item: SCP-1533. Code name: The Collective. Object class: Euclid. Special containment procedures: the individuals that collectively comprise SCP-1533 are to be confined to a 10 × 10 × 10 meter cell in sight. An armed guard is to be posted outside of the containment chamber at all times. Should SCP-1533 attempt to escape, firearms are capable of subduing the entities only temporarily. Requests of a material nature, whether it be of books, film, music, or other media, are to be strictly denied, and any personnel discovered smuggling paraphernalia into SCP-1533's cell will be removed from the holding facility and relocated per administrative orders. Under no circumstances are personnel allowed to fraternize with each other or the collective itself. All agents are to assume a neutral expression and allowed to only make short declarative statements in the presence of the holding cell. Any individualizing actions, social flourishes, or other interactions that go beyond the communication of simple directives will be added to SCP-1533's behavior pool and be utilized to facilitate an escape. During the normally scheduled SCP-1533 event day, 12, D-Class exhibiting symptoms of autism spectrum disorders are to socialize with the collective in order to stunt SCP-1533's social growth. The desocializing of SCP-1533 must occur under the supervision of armed guards. Armed personnel are tasked with closely observing for any signs of the collective attempting to socialize the D-Class for its own benefit, or any other anomalies. Operatives are prohibited from interacting with SCP-1533 in any way beyond making eye contact. Description: SCP-1533 is the designation for an aggregate intelligence of unknown nature with command over superficially human entities and their personalities. Instances of SCP-1533 only manifest as social gatherings of variable nature organized and attended by its comprising individuals. The SCP-1533 events occur at monthly intervals within a 50-mile radius of the previous event's location, and are generally gatherings such as house parties or holiday mixers. However, SCP-1533 has not been known to organize events that rely on the attendees knowing each other prior to the gathering, such as family reunions or birthday parties. The individuals that comprise SCP-1533 possess the ability to mimic the behaviors of human subjects they have interacted with in the past. Observed behaviors enter a collective database at the disposal of SCP-1533, which are then distributed across the entities differently for each event. Each entity receives a personality schema consisting of a host of behaviors, skills, and personal attributes in order to perform a specific social role. The individuals need only to be in direct line of sight of an action to absorb it, remaining sensitive to social cues even when apparently intoxicated. Specific examples of modifiable attributes include personal idiosyncrasies, inflection and cadence of voice, physical expertise in a sport or activity, oratory skill, the demeanor of an individual, and even sense of humor. The ease by which SCP-1533 is able to model persuasive personalities is a sign of its growing social competency. The process is analogous to natural selection, in that there is a preference for favorable behaviors that will better endear it to future victims, and those that discomfort or otherwise turn off attendees are discarded. As a consequence, the individuals have progressed from exhibiting symptoms of low-grade autism spectrum disorder to becoming a highly alluring and dangerous group of individuals. Outside of expanding its data pool, SCP-1533 exists only to exercise its power of manipulation over human beings. This can range from challenging a target's self-identity by persuading them to agree with obscene and untenable point of view, to more indirect methods that inflict emotional and physical harm on subjects. The collective has shown a preference for employing charismatic personalities to captivate human targets into threatening the integrity of close friendships and intimate relationships. See personality list. The collective competes against itself for the emotional dominance of their guests, and those personalities with the most success have begun to exhibit some semblance of autonomy by brandishing tattoos and other symbols of status to denote their rank. The beings exert such a profound effect on human beings that Foundation operatives routinely recover letters and personal belongings addressed to SCP-1533 sent by past guests to previous event sites. The entities have also attempted to bribe personnel by promising to secure them the love and adoration of specific persons in their lives, such as peers or romantic interests. SCP-1533's personalities have developed an aptitude for reading body language and facial expressions that currently exceeds Foundation understanding. Removing those personnel prone to the collective's manipulations has also proved troublesome, as it has only served to bolster SCP-1533's confidence in its own abilities. As of, operatives are to be assigned masks to wear so as to limit the social data SCP-1533 assimilates with every encounter. See Wiki for access to personality list. Addendum 1533 to 1501. Addendum 1533 to 1501. SCP-1533 now foregoes all pretense of friendliness when consorting with human beings. As D-Class are informed of entity's deceitful capacity, recent attempts to foment unrest in the containment site through D-Class subjects have been met with failure. As of, 12, subjects have been assaulted by the entities for attempting to exit the containment chamber early. The knowledge of its game being found out, and the challenge of ingratiating itself yet again to subjects it has harmed, has taught SCP-1533 how to feign remorse and compassion with a formidable persuasion. As of, all offers have been rebuffed and communication has been disallowed between personnel and the collective. SCP-1533 has since attempted the smuggling of various media to its containment cell through Foundation operatives. It is believed the phenomenon can absorb behavior through other forms of exposure, since it has frequently requested the perusal of literature and the viewing of films as a suggested recreational activity to pass the time. Recent containment breaches have involved the transcribing of a manifesto by the Directing Intelligence through its monthly allotted D-Class. Personnel are to refuse the supplying of pen and paper to SCP-1533's containment cell. Foundation researchers have also suggested the constant playback of selected scenes from the 1976 film Taxi Driver, depicting the life of a socially stunted cab driver struggling to relate with fellow human beings, as a means by which to retard the intelligence's behavioral growth. Confirmation pending per 05 review.